Hi everyone, welcome to Eve Math Tutoring. Today's lesson is on multiplying polynomials. Now before we talk about multiplying polynomials, I just want to show you that if you have a monomial and you're multiplying by a polynomial, like the following, so what you're going to do is you're actually going to take this and multiply into both terms. So you're going to get 2x squared, and then this is going to become negative 6x cubed. Okay? Now I can do another example. Say we have negative 3x cubed times 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. So we've got a trinomial and a monomial. So what's going to happen is this multiplies here, here, and here. And when you do that, you have to make sure you multiply here. So this becomes negative 9x to the 5. And then this becomes positive 6x to the 4. And then that becomes negative 12x to the 3. So as you know, when you have the same base, you just add the exponents when you're multiplying. Okay? So just an intro for there. Now, if we actually try multiplying polynomials, okay, so we can try, say, the following example. So let's start off with a binomial times a polynomial. 2x squared minus x minus 3. So we'll start off with this example. So as you remember, I had mentioned that we use FOIL, and we're still going to do that here. So you're going to take the first term and multiply it by all the other terms, and then you're going to take this term and multiply it by all the terms. Okay, so x times 2x squared is going to be 2x cubed, and then x times negative x is negative x squared, x times negative 3 is negative 3x, negative 2 times 2x squared is negative 4x squared, negative 2 times negative x is positive 2x, and then negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. And at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to see if you can collect like terms. So looking for the like terms, we see that these two are like terms and these two are like terms. So 2x cubed, okay, 2x cubed doesn't have a like term with it. Now negative x squared minus 4x squared is negative 5x squared, because there is a 1 here. And then negative 3x plus 2x is negative x, and then we get plus 6. So that would be our final answer. Okay? So that's multiplying a binomial and a polynomial. And we can also do examples where you have to multiply a polynomial by a polynomial. And before I get to that, what if you had 3 binomials? So say you had something like this. Okay, so x minus 3 cubed. So that's x minus 3 times x minus 3 times x minus 3. Now in this case, what you're going to do is you want to simplify. If you want, you can simplify the first 2 brackets and then work in the third one. So for this one, I'm going to use FOIL. So I'm going to do first terms, outer terms, inner terms, last terms. So this is going to become x squared. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is 3x. Negative 3 times x again, negative 3x. And then negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. And then we just write down the x minus 3. And then over here you can simplify this because these two are like terms. We can actually go ahead and subtract them or add them. So negative 3x minus 3x is negative 6x plus 9, x minus 3. Now that we have it in this form, we can go ahead and multiply these out. So what you can do is multiply this one by both terms, then this one by both terms, and then finally this one by both terms. Okay? So now here's an example of a binomial and polynomial again. So x squared times x is going to be x cubed. X squared times negative 3 is negative 3x squared. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x squared. Negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18x. And then 9 times x is 9x. And then 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. Okay, so now what you can do now is collect like terms. So this is like with this is like with this one, and this one doesn't have any. So this is x cubed. So this becomes negative 9x squared. Because they're like terms, we go ahead and add them or subtract them. And then 18x plus 9x is going to be 27x, and then minus 27. So the number doesn't have another like term with it. Okay, so that's what our final answer would be there. Okay, so let's try another example. Let's try two polynomials. Okay, let's try two trinomials first. So let's do x squared plus x plus 3 times 2x squared minus 3x minus 1. Okay, so here we've got two trinomials. So what you're going to do again is you're going to do this one, that one, and that one, and then this one into all three, and then this one into all three. Okay, so x squared times 2x squared is going to be 2x to the 4. X squared times negative 3x is negative 3x cubed. X squared times negative 1 is negative x squared. X times 2x squared is positive 2x cubed. X squared, x times negative 3x is negative 3x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. Then we do this part. This becomes plus 6x squared. 3 times negative 3, negative 9x. And then 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Okay? And then once you do that, you can go ahead and start collecting like terms. So all of the variables that have an x cube attached are like terms to each other, and then these are like terms, the x squares. And then the x's go with each other, and then these two don't have matching like terms. So we always write down the highest exponent first. So the term with the highest degree, like the degree of this term is 4. So we're going to write that term first. So we're always going to work from the highest to the lowest, okay? So that one, and then we look at the x cubed. So negative 3x cubed plus 2x cubed is negative x cubed. And then negative x squared minus 3x squared is negative 4x squared plus 6x squared is positive 2x squared. And then negative x minus 9x is negative 10x, and then minus 3. So that would be our final answer. Okay? So that's how you do multiplying polynomials. Even if you had, say, 4 here, you would just take each one and multiply it by everything in the other one. So you would use the exact same method to do that. Okay, so that's multiplying polynomials. So I hope that helps you understand.